Hello, I'm FX Toycat, and it's long been known that January is the most depressing month of the year. The darkness gets to you, the weather gets to you, going outside is hard, and so what you do instead is you play some Minecraft. But what are you going to build in Minecraft? Well, the good news is I have some inspiration for you, because I'm going to be touring a bunch of worlds that people have sent to me with the interest of me critiquing their worlds, just like the internet critiques mine. I find it to be a lot of fun. I always find something that shocks me and blows my mind, like what you're seeing in the background now, and today, let's jump straight into going for all of those. By the way, you can subscribe, perhaps have notifications turned on if you want to see more of these videos. Anyway though, let's get started. So the first world we're getting ourselves into is called Utensil Men 2022. Very curious about what that means, honestly. No explanation so far, just a ton of sugarcane and a sign telling me that this way is where the valley is. As you can see, they've got a lovely skyscraper, a interesting hill over here, and then even more interesting, a floating little island up there. Wow, that's cute. Honestly, I think a valley is one of the most underrated places to build. There's just something so fun about building into the terrain that forces you in like one direction. And along that way, we're going to find things like this Fox Memorial, which is in memory of Kirk, not forgotten, rip. Also, they're tired of them chemicals in the berries that turn the foxes, and then it's starred out, but it's 3 letters. You can work out what that's meant to be a reference to. I think it's very funny, though. They are, in fact, turning the foxes gay. Speaking of things that they're turning the foxes into, it's not just happy foxes you have to worry about. It's also no foxes found in this lovely little biome they've made into the mountain. As you can see, they filled it with sweet berries. They're trying to imagine it like a tiger biome, but they don't understand tigers. Or I guess they do understand tigers based on this sign. I like this a lot. I like this kind of miniature biome they've got going on here. And I also like the fact that when we continue on, we see a house made of new blocks, or rather copper, which is somewhat new, and deep slate, which is also somewhat new. Oh wow, they've got a resource pack installed that makes the oof, the old one. Do you hear that? Oh, no they don't. Oh god. Oh no. What am I hearing? This is the weirdest texture pack ever. So besides having the weirdest taste in resource pack, you can see that this is actually a really nice use of a valley to be a place to frame a build. I feel like you don't have to have builds be surrounded by other builds all the time. Sometimes you can have your builds be surrounded by the natural environment, or you can build into that natural environment like they've done with this little aqueduct coming out of the wall, or like with this waterfall they built themselves. It's really, really cool to see actually what they've done with this world. However, do have a few criticisms, gotta level them, otherwise the video's not criticizing your worlds, it's saying nice things for a while. First of all, this flag right here, it's questionable at best, and it's bad at worst. I'd say at worst, but it's bad at best, and it's a crime against humanity at worst. As well as that, though, I feel like they're using far too much glass into this mountain in a way that you can't even see what the original mountain shape is meant to be. Again, this is a great look. There is the youth sound. I knew I wasn't crazy. They have very, very interesting choice in how they do just about everything in this world. But ultimately, that's what some people like, right? Ignoring the Peter Griffin block, which I can't fully understand, and is also in the sky right there, I do love the way they've got some skyscrapers around this, like that little pylon on top of the tower, on top of the hill right there. That is such a cool one. I love that. That is now on my list of things I would love to build on a mountain. Have some radio towers. Why not, right? We've also got, oh god, this is going on the list of things I am questioning. You know what? Being edgy is fine. Turning the frogs gay is fine. Maybe putting a work makes free sign, probably a little bit too much for a Minecraft world, I'm going to be honest with you. But it's fine, because something you might know is that this world right here has a waterfall, and I bet that behind the waterfall there's a secret. We need to find out what that secret is, and we need to rank that accordingly. So right now it just looks like, okay, it goes nowhere. This is kind of fine. Oh, actually, it looks like the minecart was designed to take you here. The one I just saw a second ago. That would have been the better way to get behind the waterfall. I kind of like that. No, it's really weird. Looking around this world, there's no coherent style across everything, which a lot of people find that to be like a crime against humanity. Like, no, you will have a correct theme and you will stick to it forever. What is even happening here? But my personal take, okay, well, this is, come on, guys, you can't put Burger King tweets in your map as painting. I mean, you can, but should you know, is the question we should be asking. Should you? I love this way of using banners and shulker boxes to make little computer monitors, though. Very, very clever, do you have to say. So now the only way I'm going to judge this map that is remaining is I obviously need to go, and I need to go see if the skyscrapers actually have something inside of them. Are they just buildings on top of the mountain, or are they something more? Oh, wow, look at these little farms on the mountainside, kind of hidden away from everything. I really like this as a design too. You know what? Say what you will about their very questionable taste in, let's be honest, they're very questionable taste in everything, but they have good taste in Minecraft farms. Okay, it's the moment we've been waiting for. One of these skyscrapers contains literally just a birch tree with another questionable flag on it, and in terms of just not very good. Oh, actually, there's a skin statue there. And the second skyscraper, come on guys, don't ruin me on this one. Don't ruin me. The second skyscraper, as you can see, contains... Oh, there's things on the inside, and then there's this. Why? I am so beyond confused. You know, I have to look through all the paintings now. Like, I mean, oh, geez, I'm looking through some school photos. You know, these are teenage boys, so I guess the very, very over-the-top edginess, maybe, is that excusable, or is that less excusable if you're a teenage boy? I don't know the rules on this one, okay? I just know I'm seeing way too many pictures of this man's face. Okay, well, this was strange. I feel like I wasn't meant to be in this world. I feel like I've committed a crime now, like I've broken in some teenage boy's house. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get out of here before, I don't know, law enforcement officers come around and question me. Speaking of things law enforcement officers like to question me about, this second realm is called 2022 My Odd Let's Play. I'm assuming they were going for old and then they just put 2 Ds instead. And as you can see, their Let's Play world starts with one of my favorite projects, flattening an area. But they didn't go very far, and then it also just kind of extends off into the ocean. You know what, we all do this, let's not pretend we don't. I do love the way it actually looks on most of the sides though. Yeah, this is, honestly, that's it. If you're gonna flatten something, this is a cool way to like, have it make sense in a way, and I like that. You know, good job first of all. However, having a big burning netherrack pit by spawn, maybe not so fun. Actually, let's jump in, let's see what this is about. I think it's just a chunk they dug down to bedrock, but then obviously digging down to bedrock doesn't work anymore. Lowly mortals thinking that bedrock still exists at Y0. Anyway, so as you can see, they've also got a house over here. They've got the strangest nether portal I've ever seen. Some dogs, a basic house filled with kelp. Oh, they've got an auto kelp farm. Does anyone need an auto kelp farm? Can we be honest with ourselves about that one? Does anyone need an auto kelp farm? I don't think we do. Speaking of things that I don't think we do, this house is very strange, honestly. Like, it's weird, because all this stuff looks like a starter house from 2013 or whatever, but then there's just deep slate on the inside, and it, like, throws me off. Like, everything about this gives me old-school Minecraft vibes, and then every now and then something's just a bit off, like these deep slate diamonds, or this actual iceberg biome, or whatever this village is over here. Oh, wow, actually, this is really cool. They've got one of the village types, where they have them all in their little work chambers. This is the best type of design that I can never just, like, get myself to do and have functioning. So, big points to them for this. Love this as an example of what to do. Honestly, I'm just going through and looking for build inspiration at this point. Because the way they have actually combined the wood into the stone is very beautiful. They've made the pathway across the village very wide and very all-encompassing, and then they've got iron golems in the sky just to scare everyone. This is what we do to your protection. This is what we can do to you if you don't work harder, damn it. You stand there in your box and you be productive all day, or you know what's going to happen next. Yeah, honestly, even this entrance is pretty well designed in terms of just aesthetics, but also it does keep everything that needs to stay out. And yeah, I love this as a way to wall off a village. Just dig a giant hole. Why not, right? Oh, it's so cool watching them at the end of the day all pile into one room to go to sleep. I've never seen villagers be so actually coordinated in my life. And so, some real points for that one. Also, if you really try, I bet we can punch... Ah, no we can't. We can almost punch the iron golem, which is beautiful, really. Oh, and then there's a fun little parkour if we want to get out of here, that we can't do because we're out of food. I like this world. I bet there's more if we were to explore the Nether. You know, we need to find something terrible about this world, right? We have to. It's our spawn duty. Yeah, your big salmon doesn't even fit in your fish tank, you idiots. I wonder if you port a Java world over to Bedrock, do the like salmon stay the same size, or do they port to randomly? Also, it's very hard to go to the Nether using this portal. It keeps you in shape, it does have to be said. Oh, no, but that's not going to get me enough to get me there. Oh, it might be, look, I'm getting more and more purple. Yeah, this is terrible. You cannot go to the Nether with a portal that looks like this. Unless you... Oh, wow. Cool place to hide one of these. Not very useful for what I was trying to do, but sure. See, if you want to have basement space, just build the floor up, and now your entire world can be a basement. Life pro tips of Toy Cat. Anyway, so now we're going to try this again. We'll place a block there so we can stand kind of in the portal. And boom, let's go to the Nether, see what's happening over there. See, this is objectively the worst Nether I've ever seen. It's just two Nether portals sitting next to each other, surrounded by cobblestone. And I think this is old Nether generation. It's just soul sand and Netherrack mixed up in a very ugly, non-appealing way. But, you know, gotta give them credit. I guess this really was an old Let's Play of some form. And then there's a big old cobblestone path taking them through the Nether to another Nether portal. Oh, this is rough. Do you remember when the Nether used to just be this and how boring it all used to be? It's crazy to look back at before the Nether update because it almost seems impossible to live with, and yet we did. What I definitely can't live with, though, is whatever this is. It's an amethyst geode built into a portal room, built into... I don't know why there's glow lichen all over the acacia, built into a mine that is truncated by these lovely little raw gold. I don't know, man. Overall, you know what? You got a really good start, and then you messed it up. This isn't how a village house should look. This isn't how anyone's house should look. What is the point of this? I do love the moss biome, though. You know, have to give some points for that. Otherwise, clearly need some improvement from your old Let's Play world. Oh, look, they clearly played in 1.17. They did a lot. They got a lot more blocks in 1.17 than I did. I was just waiting for 1.18 so I could actually collect some of those blocks, which maybe was a poor decision in hindsight because who cares about glow lichen or moss or amethyst in 1.18? The answer is only me. The answer is only me. Anyway, let's move on to the next world. Maybe by force. Because this world is by someone who claims to love IBX Toy Cat, and oh, okay, they are maybe correct about that. They gave me a block of iron somehow. Does that just mean I've been here before? Or what is the deal? I don't know for sure. But I am liking what I'm seeing. It is concerning that they claim to love Toy Cat. Can you really love an internet figure, you know? Do you know the things that have happened? You know, have you seen the things that I've done? Do you know what I did last summer? I bet you don't even know that. So, you know, can you ever really love a YouTuber? Or do you love the idea of a YouTuber? Can anyone really love anyone? Or do we just love the idea of people indeed? Because we never truly know someone as well as they'll know themselves. So maybe we are just in a state of perpetually trying to believe that we know people enough to love them. And in that case, I guess you might as well love a YouTuber, including myself. Speaking of things you might as well love, this Nether is clearly something they value if they made this beautiful little tower going towards it. So let's see where it's going to take us. Take these for free. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I will take bribes all day, every day, and I will enjoy them. I don't know why a stone sword is in there, but you know, we all do weird things sometimes. And I don't know what these iron golems are supposed to be doing. But again, we all do weird things. So I'm just going to run through right here. I know this is meant for boats, by the way. But I love sprinting and jumping through these things. It's just so satisfying to see your momentum go up and up and up and up and up till you reach the max and like, oh god, what's even happening on my screen right now? You know what? In hindsight, probably should have got a boat. Maybe I can switch to flying as my secondary way through here. Okay, no, that's not going to work either. Oh wait, here we go. If we... Okay, I can do this. You just gotta point up. No, I cannot do this. Why can't I do this? Much time later, we have arrived at a place where we should check out a 100 by 100 hole and a desert empire. That's right, I'm officially having a giant hole be advertised to me. I need to go see this big hole. I'm excited when people on the internet decide they want to show me their hole. See what I was talking about? This is the dark side of YouTubers. Anyway, we're gonna go check this out right now because I'm very, very curious. Actually, what's in this Nether portal to the left? If to the right is the hole. You know, we don't need to find out. It's fine. I've got my sword, my Bane of Arthropods 4 sword, by the way, and I've got my ability to see big holes. Oh, wow. Actually, you know, this is one of those other shames of, like, this is someone who destroyed their world down to 100 by 100, by the way. It's such a huge area, too. And then, because of 1.18, it looks like it's just turned into, as you can see, deep slate. Kind of ruining part of the magic. But in another way, it actually kind of adds a different layer of magic to it, which I kind of like here. So yeah, this is fun. This is interesting. There's something just beautiful about the randomness of Bedrock / Deep Slate Generation. that I personally like. Anyway, speaking of things I like, we're going to fly up here and see what else they've done around here, because it looks as though, yeah, I guess if they were digging a big hole, they weren't really focused on everything around it. That means they probably did it for the resources, or they just did it to say they had a giant hole. And let me tell you, this giant hole is beautiful. If you never doubt yourself, internet, because you have big holes, you just don't know about it. And there are strangers who are technically, because by watching an ad on this video, you had to pay it, like you effectively paid about 0.2 cents to watch this video. There are strangers who will pay money to look at your hole. Don't worry, internet. There's always strangers who are willing to do that. No matter how low your life might seem, your big hole will always attract some attention on the internet. Speaking of things your holes will I also do kind of like this alien UFO ship where they've stored all the resources I'm assuming they got from such a venture. I imagine it is very many of all of them. I mean, of course, you mined 100 by 100 area, what do you expect? They have a lot of shulker boxes just lying around filled with it too. Which honestly, yeah, like they're never going to need stone, cobblestone, or dirt ever again. And so this is a pretty smart investment from that perspective. I do have to say, I really love the idea of this nether hub. I think, like, you know, digging out a big area, filling it with some blackstone blocks, really great way to make a kind of cool castle feel. But all of these tunnels feel really cramped by comparison. Like, look at this. Something about this just feels off to me. Am I crazy, internet? Am I crazy? I don't know for sure. Anyway, speaking of things that I may be crazy about. Ooh, actually, this is so satisfying to ride on. I take my opinion back. This is the greatest thing I've ever done. Riding diagonally, it takes a lot more work to set up, but the end result is worth it. And so let's find out what's in this direction. I can't read signs, okay? I think this is the Desert Empire I read about, and my god. You know, having big statues in Minecraft is one of those great evergreen projects where you can always do them, and they're always going to be satisfying. These villagers with tridents, have to say, something about that is wonderful. But let's go see what's behind them, shall we? So, it's hard for me to even find anything negative to say. Come on, let me through, let me through, let me through. There we go. I'm in. So is the baby zombie, apparently. Or baby husk, or whatever. Oh my god, the size and the scale of this stuff. Okay, we're going to press another button. A lot of security measures to get into this place. The size and the scale of this is intense. And it's crazy, because you can tell this isn't even fully finished, too. So they had an even bigger vision. Or maybe they just left this corner blank. But, like, this is nuts to look at. The amount of time this took. If this is pure survival, friend, I am blown away by your dedication. You know what? Maybe we could say too much dedication. Yeah. You know, you're spending too much time building beautiful things in Minecraft and not enough time focusing on your giant holes. Internet stranger. There we go. Are we good now? Have we got that joke nice and killed? Okay, that's good. With that said, I love what I've seen so far of this world. This is definitely one of the best ones so far. And for someone with the name Obama, and who put I love Toy Cat in what seems sarcastic in the title, I have to give you credit for this. This is good. You go on the good list. You get in it's not December anymore. It's not even close. But you go on the good list for Santa's 2021 list. I bet you will get presents in the year 2021. Tell me if I'm right about that bet. Speaking of bets, oh, this is nice. So this next world is called Sky Island 2022, and so, you know, what's gone on this island? Let's find out by looking at a map. Oh god, I genuinely cannot look at this map and discern anything, besides that they started this on an Xbox 360 or a PlayStation 3, so that's pretty cool to look at. Anyway, this is a Bedrock map from 2019, and then there's a Bedrock map from 2021. I'm guessing they just didn't update the old map, maybe, and they're trying to show that they expanded it by so much. Yeah, that's what they did. This is what it used to look like. This is what it looks like now, which is a pretty big improvement. However, this was originally created in TU11 before jungles, ocelots, or even iron golems. Creative is recommended for flying. Teleport to the island. Let's go. So this is the island they built. I'm 99% sure. Okay, it's creative. Actually, wait, on console you can get multiple dragons. But, like, again, the vibe so far is that that's what they're trying to go for. And their whole thing is this is an island in the sky where we build things. Is the intention to be a map for people to play? Is the intention just to be like a flying city? It's hard to be sure. There's a poop saying swag. There is a ship over here. A couple of ships. I like this. I guess this is kind of just like a creatively inspiration world. They've got a few different things going on. I love this, like, modernish looking city. I always want to make a city in Minecraft, but I can never actually bring myself to do it. So I love the way this is set up. I like whatever's happening over here. I don't even... Do you see how that looked like a face and then all of a sudden it turned into a church? Yeah, I like the idea behind this a lot. I think this is a fun premise, and I love that there's 360 clearly generation going on down there. So yeah, this is a beautiful little creative world. Creative isn't usually what I taught on these worlds, but there is still all sorts of, inspiration you can find here. Like, if right now you have all these extra, clay blocks, maybe that you don't know what to do with, maybe make a tower out of all of them. Okay, I don't think this actually looks very good. I think my favorite build from the entire thing, ignoring Fat Snow Golem, which is very cute and hilarious, don't get me wrong. But my favorite thing in all of this probably has to be this. It's really simple, the effect. It looks like an ice cream sandwich on just a wooden house. But just by having a tiny bit of texture on the front of an otherwise square building, they did something really, really, really unique. I feel like that's actually a smart idea. Like, do you have boring builds? Add something giant onto the front, and then you'll change the entire perception of what that build is. It's also got a nice interior. Reminds me of a Stronghold library, if I can say so myself. And yeah, also this little cottage. It's very nice. There's a few fun things going on here. A little bit of inspiration, perhaps you could say. Look at this, by the way. Same thing with the crafting table. They put a fishing rod on one side. They put a hook and a saw that kind of pokes out the tiniest bit. And just adding a tiny bit of texture really goes a long way. Apparently today I learned. Like this chest that's open. Everyone loves the chest built in Minecraft. And these guys are no exception. Ooh, an airport with an airplane. They've got a jet bridge, but clearly they didn't realize that the airport was so high up compared to the jet bridge. And so, like, the jet bridge goes down, and that's usually not a smart thing. Or maybe it's just a staircase from the airport to the planes. I don't know for sure what they're going for. All I know is that we've got another world to check out. Anyway, hey Toy Cat, this world is a copy, so feel free to go wild. Yeah, look how wild I'm going. You're never getting that dirt block back, friend. Here's some stuff to help you get around. The subway is through the portal ahead. Is it really a subway if it's in the Nether? You know, I mean, okay, I've been on the subway. It feels a lot like going to the Nether, so maybe it is. And also there's this lovely house at spawn, just to help us get through the rain. And ooh, they're using some modern house layout stuff. Look at all the space. Space and light. This is the epitome of luxury right here. And we're just going to go to sleep underneath the... No, we can't. Damn it. I know. My favorite Java feature is being able to sleep out thunderstorms. And I don't know why we don't have that. Sometimes you don't want to be awake during this stuff. And I think it's fair that you should skip it. You know, why does Minecraft act like naps during the days are literally impossible? Never did like that, personally. Speaking of things I don't like, let's get on the subway. Again, for the word sub in subway refers to subterranean. You know, like it's below the surface. And yet, here we are, very much above the surface on the subway. Just saying, it's a little bit misleading. Also, where are my sandwiches? Please give them to me. You know, it's weird, like, I feel like people call it a sandwich store, you know, Subway in America. But I could never call it that. Like, it's a sub store. Like, you don't buy sandwiches there. Just like how, like, buying a burger at Burger King isn't buying a chicken sandwich. Like, what is wrong with people? Why can't we just say, hey, it's a burger? For some reason, when you add meats into there in a patty form, and the burger buns are burger buns, it becomes a burger. Why do we have to have different terms for everything just to make the burgers feel special? You know what? The burgers are just like everyone else, okay? We're all special and unique, just like everyone else, and the sooner we accept that, the happier we'll be. Anyway, let's go check out what's happening in the Nether. Wait, I guess the overworld. Oh, they tricked me. I thought I was in the overworld, but really I was in the Nether. This is so very visually noisy, I do have to say. Not my favorite source of inspiration, but they do have a lot of chests. They have a base of some form going on here with lots of everything, including this, by the way, which I like. They have placed torches everywhere. They have everywhere torches. With the new update and the large amounts of coal you can find, and honestly, if you have a wood skeleton farm, it's just as easy. This is an easy enough thing to do, but it's still crazy to look at. I mean, this looks like it had to be done in creative, right? Also, look at the flat land effect. This is so creative-esque in the most beautiful way, and I love it, I do have to say. I think the sheep is also a little bit browner than we would go for, and the farm, whatever's happening with these trees, is a bit strange. But otherwise, solid concept, A-, you know what, let's be honest, C- execution. And I like it. I like it. I don't know what it is that I'm liking, but I definitely do like it. Speaking of things that I like, we have just one more world I'm going to check out, which has been sent in from someone who I think has sent their world many times, so should be easy. So this is Zotel USA, and this is a Seed Sunday circa 2017. This is a 4.5-year-old Seed Sunday that they have turned into a world with an upside-down American flag. That's what happens when you label it Dinnerbone. Am I right, internet? Am I right? So, yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope that you did get some inspiration from seeing other people's stuff, or that you just looked at it and you went, yeah, that's cool. It's cool that we all share, despite playing on very separate Minecraft worlds, we have this shared love of the big projects. And I love to see your stuff as much as I hope you like to see mine. And I hope that now you realize, now the finger can go both ways. Maybe now not only can you look at my giant holes, but I can look at your giant holes too. And that is something I intend to do until the day I die. Thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, because I'll see you all in what is hopefully going to be the next one. You know, let's just hope there's no cancelling between now and then. Am I right? Am I right? Okay, thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.